Just a note, the industrial masters and oligarchs of the past, before the 25th century, or at least before the advent of the computer, were all successful industrialists because they mastered some type of pattern keeping or understood engineering from a very fundamental Newtonian level, like making things. Carnegie, Ford, Rockefeller, and some of the other ones were bankers like Morgan, Chase, Salmon P., who I think invented the $1,000 bill. Wasn't he the treasurer for Abraham Lincoln in the Civil War? I think I'm thinking of the same guy. Anyway, these people raised in the mid 19th century and becoming successful in the early 20th century were a different breed than the current oligarchs and inventors and successful entrepreneurs of today. Today's people are scientist people. They're a different psychology of people. They are a different breed of people. They think differently. They're extremely highly intelligent and have almost an innate sense of superiority. I often remark that some of my friends who were smarter than me just assumed everybody else around them, because they were so smart, were people around them were stupid. So they had a very low opinion, I think, of
You're lucky.
Humanity in general, and more specifically of even their friends. Because this new generation of oligarchs and leaders and successful industrialists are of a different mindset. They're more, I don't know if you'd say cold-blooded, but they're certainly more able to do, let's call it, more deeply antisocial things, more deeply anti-human things, more deeply cruel things, more deeply scientific, objective, dangerous things, more powerful things than the last century of entrepreneurs and developers and industrialists could do. They didn't have the power at those times. They could change how towns worked, or how railroads worked, or how automobiles drove on roads, et cetera, et cetera. They could fly airplanes, et cetera, but they couldn't really adjust the biological, fundamental, physical, scientific, nuclear, if you will, quantum characteristics of the universe as the ones can now. They couldn't abuse the psychology of human beings like the current people can. So we have a much, much greater danger. And I'm not sure that we as humanity, first of all, can deal with it, can control it, or even, frankly, have the qualities that are desirable in the long run. Excuse me, my TV is wanting to save power because I've got the screen on freeze while I'm making this small talk. So I'm thinking, as I had said earlier, they plan to use AI to either enhance human capacity or empower certain select human beings to be exceptionally powerful, and probably are not going to include us all in their plan. They're not going to include us in terms of sharing their success, nor are they going to include us in sharing what their plans actually are. So this constitutes a great danger, and it'll probably mean the considerable leap in human evolution to the point of not necessarily positive evolution, but even to the point of the destruction of the human race as we know it. The marriage of technology through neural connections, as Musk talks about a lot, and the marrying of artificial intelligence or artificial life with human life. What is that going to mean? I'm not sure. Is it dangerous? Most definitely is dangerous because of the psychology and the attitude of most of these people. And thirdly, is inevitable. I would say, yeah, it's inevitable that there are going to be changes to the point of destruction of the human race because too many people find the new order too offensive, or we will simply turn into some weird post-apocalyptic realm and existence, like a spooky kind of 1984 thing that's going to go on. I think this is going to happen rather soon, as a lot of them are saying the AI thing is going to happen a lot sooner than it is later. And I frankly don't think we can do anything about it. So enjoy your life while you can. We might be the last several generations that are free in any notable way from some monstrous future. And act accordingly. Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow you might turn into a cog or a capacitor. Anyway, those are my thoughts for right now. Hope they didn't scare you too much, but I don't see any way that we're going to avoid this. We're already seeing the dismantling of quite a few of our major subcultures, such as our Jewish friends suffering so much from the revelations of their elitists and their top quote successful people trying to exclude the rest of the world from success by organizing a preferential society wherein the true believers, or as they call themselves, the chosen people, will rule over the rest of us. As one of them referred to themselves as the Jews as being the, quote, masters of the universe. I think it was a retired senator from somewhere in the Midwest who was Jewish and a Zionist, and refers to Jewish tech people in the tech world as I said, quaintly, as masters of the universe. Masters, I don't know, but certainly something very scary along those lines. Anyway, sleep well. Happy trails.